Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I thought in today's video I would talk about some web dramas to watch if you are a K-pop fan. And what I'm talking about is, I'm not sure if all the time, but a lot of the time web dramas star K-pop idols or are about K-pop groups. Not all of them, again, just making sure I put that out there. I have watched several and I thought I would recommend them. So if you are new to K-pop and you're not quite transitioning into watching dramas, or if you just want other things to watch that have idols in them, these are for you. Keep in mind, there may be some spoilers in this video, but I'll try to keep it to a minimum. I will say what they're called first, which is how I do things here, and you can skip forward a little bit if you don't want to hear what it's about. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, so keep spoilers in mind. Caution when going forward from here. The first one is the first one I actually ever watched, and it's a bit controversial because a lot of people did not like it, but if you don't go into it thinking it's gonna be like the biggest masterpiece, best like Oscar-winning show in the world, it's awesome. EXO Next Door obviously features EXO, giving you some time to skip if you want to. And it basically follows like 4 members specifically, and I think they go into hiding for whatever reason. I can't actually remember, it's been a while since I watched it, even though I have it on DVD. They go into hiding and they go to Chenyol's grandpa's house. It's not really Chenyol's grandpa's house, it's just for the show. And it's like right next door to his childhood best friend, and there's like a love triangle going on with Chenyol and Dio and the girl, and it's actually really funny. It's not supposed to be really funny the whole time, but it's so cheesy and cringy, in my opinion, it makes it hilarious. So if you just want something fun and easy to watch, that's a pretty good show. It's very cringy, just keep that in mind. That shouldn't deter anybody from watching it. It's a really good show, in my opinion, but I'm also very EXO biased, so take my opinion with a grain of salt, I guess. The second web drama is Dream Night, and it features GOT7. Again, giving you some time to skip if you want. Dream Night is about a girl. I'm trying to think of how to explain this. And half of GOT7 is like her guardians. They're these knights. They're the Dream Knights, basically. And they're like watching after her. And then the other half of GOT7 is like a group of celebrities, kind of, in the real world. And I don't want to I really don't want to spoil this one because the twist is really awesome, but there's some battling going on. It's pretty intense at some points, but not every member, again, like with EXO Next Door, not every member gets like a good role. The half that are like the Dream Knights, they get a really good amount of, like screen time and lines and interesting plot. But some of the members that are in the other team kind of get pushed over there. They're not even like secondary characters. They barely say anything the whole time, so I don't think it's really that fair if the show is about them, but whatever. The third web drama is called To Be Continued, and it stars Astro. Here's your skipping time again. So To Be Continued is a story of Astro, or specifically Unu. I don't know how to explain this one because, again, the twist is really interesting, but there's like time travel involved, and Unu and there's a girl again. I don't know. It's kind of how Astro came to be. Like, it's not really, but like they write their first like debut song-ish, and then they perform it, and like I don't want to spoil it. I don't think I can say anything about the plot without spoiling it, so you didn't really need that skip time that I gave a little earlier. I'm sorry, I'm doing nothing justice in this video, but I probably shouldn't film when I'm feeling crappy. The fourth web drama is called Click Your Heart. I always get that wrong. I always say Click My Heart, but I think it's Click Your Heart. And it stars SF9. This one is really cool because it's interactive. It's an interactive story. I think it follows 3 of the members specifically, and you're kind of deciding the fate / path of the main character. So it gives you a story, and then it'll give you like 3 options, and you pick which option you like, and then it'll show you where all of those options lead, and you get more options. It's really fun, and you can go back and do like different stories every time. But it's weird again because it's only a couple of the members, but they are all in it at some point. And like with Dream Night, some members are like starring roles, and some are barely even secondary characters because they don't ever speak. You like see their face, and then that's it. And I don't hate it, you know. I don't hate it because at least I get to watch them do something, but I wish they all had more of a part. The 5th one and the last one, which I don't know if this necessarily counts, but I feel like talking about it anyway, is called The Miracle, and it has Tongyeon from Boyfriend in it. They just disbanded, so this is a horrible time to mention this, but I just found it. This one, unlike the others, has Tongyeon playing a character instead of playing himself. All the other ones, the groups are playing themselves. And then they're just in fictional storylines. This one is Donghyun as a musician, but not himself musician. And it's a body swapping story, but I won't say anything other than that. And it's really interesting because I kind of like how it ended, despite it being maybe like frustrating, because what you want to happen doesn't necessarily happen. So that's why I found it interesting, and I thought I would throw it in at the end just in case people didn't find it as interesting as I do. Not necessarily about Donghyun, like the person, it's about his character within the story. So yeah, that one was really interesting. That one's on Netflix right now. I know EXO Next Door is pretty much nowhere to be found other than if you own it on DVD. They take it off of YouTube every time I've found it on there. Dream Night used to be on Netflix in the United States. All of this is United States based because that's where I live. They took that off recently too. Click Your Heart and To Be Continued also used to be on Netflix, but I don't know if they are anymore. But I know The Miracle definitely is. Those are just some web dramas that I've seen. I know there's probably more. Please don't yell at me if there are and I missed them, because I haven't watched more than this amount. I've seen other dramas, but I don't watch web dramas a whole lot unless they have groups that I like. So I'm sorry if there are more and I didn't talk about them. No shade, no hate, nothing meant with it. I was just using my own knowledge for this. So yeah, I hope somebody found something interesting to watch. I'm very sorry if I did a horrible job at explaining all of these as well. I tried. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.